Well, welcome to week 3. Tonight, we're going to look at taking what we've learned in weeks 1 in the planning, week 2 in the first draft of our electronic portfolio to now going online with that. And so that's what we're going to be doing here in week 3. And there's a lot of options to do that. So let's start looking at that now. Okay. The reading for this week is chapters 9, 10, 11, Structure and Concept, Designing a Portfolio Interface, and then Portfolio Reels. It's not, chapter 11 won't be so pertinent to our discussion or our assignment, but it's worth discussing. So in week 4, or next week, we will focus on marketing and the best tools and techniques for getting your portfolio found by future clients and employers. So in the discussion forum this week, let's talk about your efforts thus far for being found by future clients and employers. And now this is just a sample list. This is not a list of what you should have done thus far or should have been planning for this week. This is just some ideas. Now your ideas might be completely different. These are some. This can include responding to job ads on Indeed.com, posting an ad and a link to your portfolio on Craigslist, using Fiverr.com, or Facebook and Twitter, LinkedIn, blogging, adding your portfolio link to Google or Bing, and responding to ads on Elance, Designer, Behance, and other graphic design portfolio websites. Post your reply and also comment on 2 other replies. Be sure to include links to any web references that you use. Make sure they're in APA format. Okay, so here we'll want to add an APA formatted reference. So let's look at some of these and what are these options that are available to us. For example, let's go to Indeed, Indeed.com, and Indeed is a website for searching for jobs, but also you can post your resume. And you can set up your own account here, and in that account, it's free. You can set up your contact information, and then you can post and upload your resume. These are resumes that, let's see, it's been a while for me. It has been a while since I've uploaded my resume to, there it is, right there. See? Okay, let's start over. Go to Indeed.com and so you can set up a free profile, and when you click on Find Resumes, right there at the bottom, post your resume. Here's my resume. Looks like I need to update it. So this is one way, here it's not portfolio related, but it is at least a link to your, it could be a link where you could have a link to your portfolio. So that's Indeed. You know about Craigslist, possibly. Let's go to Craigslist. There's probably one that services your area. And let's see. These are for job openings and job listings. But you can post your own availability for a gig here. Let's see, talent, labor. So that's one option. Let's see. Fiverr is another website that you can set up a profile, and you can actually set up your own gig. Graphics and design, this is actually worldwide, and graphics and design is the primary category for, and then look at the breakdown. And what they do, the people who get on here, is they will set up, let's say, logo design. And these are all individual graphic designers. And for $5, you can have a professional logo done. See that? That's the thing about Fiverr. In order to open the door, they make you an offer. And again, you're competing with people around the world. And they make you an offer, and for $5. So this is something you could do. You could set up your own Fiverr gig, and you can have multiple $5 offers that point people to you. And so these are all the different categories of services that you can provide worldwide. You can set up your own account, and then people pay Fiverr. They hire you, you negotiate, this is a mechanism for communicating back and forth. They'll hire you through Fiverr, they pay Fiverr, and Fiverr pays you. And so Fiverr is like the middleman. That's a pretty cool site. All the different types of things you can do. You can set up a gig, a little ad for each of these that interests you, your availability. It's pretty cool to look and see what other people are doing around the world. That's a little breakdown of graphic and design. You can also do online marketing. You can see things, do writing and video and animation, music and audio, programming, advertising, business, and more. So these are the most common services rendered here on Fiverr. So that's another option. Obviously, Facebook. In Facebook, you can set up your own page. This is my personal account, but then you can also do the pages. So you can set up your own little Facebook page. You can set up a Facebook page for your graphic design services That's separate than your individual page, and it's free to do. Twitter. Set up your own Twitter account. And point people to your portfolio there. In fact, I was going to show you something. I have other Twitter accounts. Let's see here. Got lots of them actually. I set up lots. There's one I want to show you. Information design. Let's see. Info design news. You can set up Twitter accounts that automatically send out tweets and even put hashtags on them. So this is one of my Twitter accounts, and it automatically sends out these tweets. And it's helpful for me because I have a Google alert set up that creates what is called an RSS feed, and then I have another account in Twitter feed, which then monitors the RSS feed and then posts each time something appears in the RSS feed, posts a tweet. And so it's all done automatically. And what's cool is like it lets me get caught up on what's going on around the world in my chosen area of interest. So if I'm interested in information design, I set this whole Twitter account up, and then I put right here curated by Chip Brown. So it actually ends up pointing people who search on this content end up looking at me, and then I end up having followers just through these Twitter accounts. And so I've done that for all these accounts or belong to me. These are all Twitter accounts that belong to me that I manage, but it's all done automatically. All these different Twitter accounts are populated automatically, except my own, my personal one. This one is not. This one I do individually, one at a time. Okay. All right, so let's see, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can set up a free profile here. And there's nice wizards that will take you through all this. Fill out all, make it, you can add entries for your education, for volunteering, for some skills, projects you've worked on, courses you've taken, certifications that you have, completed degrees, and skills and endorsements, any additional info. So that's a nice thing to have. And obviously, you can point people to your portfolio there. Blogging. Probably know what blogging is. You can just go to, for example, Blogspot, or Blogger for that matter. Blogspot.com is also. And you can set up blogs, and that's where you can post information to. I've got many blogs, but there you can also focus on content. Some people even create a blog that monitors their own portfolio. When they add pieces to their portfolio, they post an entry to the blog. Adding your portfolio link to Google or Bing. Let me show you what that means. Okay, if you have a website set up for your custom website for your portfolio, you can let's see, register website address. Let's see, website. Let's see, search. Let's see, have Google crawl my site. Okay. What that means is asking Google to come to your website and index all the words. So I'm not sure if this is the exact one I want. Let's see. Crawl means come and index it. Yeah, it's the same page, huh? Click submit to index. Show the next says a recent successful fetch in the fetches table. This is where you enter in the URL of your website. It used to be where they just have a place where you type in the web address. Maybe that's the keyword I should be looking for. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so what I did is I searched for Google submit to index. And what I can do is make this part of our, that was a little bit hard to find, so I'll just add it in here. You type in your website address, type in the captured text, and click submit request. Okay, so same thing for submit URL to Bing. It's the other popular submit URL to Bing. This is very similar. It's where you tell Bing that you're ready to have your site indexed. There's that. And then there's that. Okay, good. That would be really helpful to anybody who wants to do that. Responding to ads on Elance. Just you can go to elance.com actually. Post your job, and then here it's good for freelancing gigs. Designer. designer in all these different areas here, graphic design, illustration, so on. It's just an index. Hence, this is where people actually put their whole portfolio. And the interesting thing about this is they have voting up, number of views and voting up. Okay. Can you think of any other sites that we might be missing for advertising your portfolio? Some people, Carbon Made, I failed to mention that. Well, you can probably think of other ways to do getting the word out about your portfolio. So there's some ideas for you. And so the discussion post, you can just discuss either what you've done or what you've planned to do or what other people are doing to be seen. Some of the more mechanical ways, obviously, you can put your portfolio link on a card, like a business card. Use that. And obviously, it's going to be on your resume. Another idea is to have it in your email. A link to your email signature is this section right in here. And the way to set that up is do that in settings, typically. Go away. Options, see all options, and settings. There it is right there. So this is called the email signature. It's text, and you can put your own email or your own website address in there. You can even have links to your other links on the website, like a Facebook page and a Twitter account and your LinkedIn profile. You might even have a YouTube account if you're someone who generates animations, for example. Now, if you have, for example, that's how you do it with Outlook. But if you have Gmail, you also have that ability in settings to set up your signature. Oops, I went to the wrong one. There's settings. Here, settings. And I'm sure it's in here somewhere. There it is, down here at the bottom. You can add it here. Has some options. So here you can put a link to your portfolio also. Okay. All right. Can you think of anything else any other ideas that you might have had for advertising your link? There's another one that just came to me. There's a thing called Meetup, and you can connect with groups, sometimes even online. This Meetup is typically for meeting people who have similar interests. You can actually follow some of these groups remotely, or you can find them near you. And you can meet with these folks if there's one near you and attend their meetings and network with them. Also on Facebook, there are groups that you can join and follow. Groups. I forgot to mention also on LinkedIn, you can join groups. All right, where's my LinkedIn group profile? That profile. And then under interest, click groups. And here, let's see, I'm going to search for groups. Find group. Let's see, graphic design example. And then just click here to join them. And it's kind of cool to have those in your portfolio, in your LinkedIn portfolio, because you can easily connect with people, other people in this area, and in your chosen area. And it's nice because you can get access to the people's profiles when you're a member of the group that they're in. You can do filtered searches and so on. All right, CJ asked the question, what do you do if you don't have a lot of the accounts mentioned? Well, you can just plan. You don't have to do this week. You can just make your plans to start. This has taken me time to set up these free accounts. And so you can just plan to every day spend some time increasing your presence by creating an account, a free account, and doing a little bit of work. I have at the very bottom of mine where I say, if you want to add me as here are the groups I'm in. Let's see, right here. It's like you can join 50 groups. And these are the people I'm following. And then the schools that I'm connected to. So to answer your question, it's just, you don't have to have this all done this week. You can just start working on them. The discussion topic this week is it's just talking about what you've done so far, and feel free to say what you're interested in doing. Does that answer your question, CJ? Okay, good. Sounds good. All right, so tomorrow night we'll focus on the assignment, or actually the text, and go over that. So Okay. Does anybody have any questions before we call it a night? Okay. Well, thank you for coming, and I'll upload this recording here right when we're done. We'll see you tomorrow night.